Yeah, like I said, once you get everything put apart, you got three pieces of wood. You got to clean. What I always tell people, the safest thing for woods and everything, you get a small bottle of glue gun, and then what you want to do is you want to get the center. You want to get the center of it and start wiping it down. And what that does is it cleans all the old junk off the wood. If there's any like gummy stuff and this is just in preparation. You clean the original Cartier tag, which is right there, the silver. But what you want to do is you want to clean these temples up really, really good. Do that to that one as well. You can probably see the shine on it. See how shiny it is. And then you want to do the centerpiece. The centerpiece is the piece, of course, that comes off the top. And like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. And it takes a lot of skill to do this because if you mess up, like this piece here, if you break this piece and you try to buy it from Cartier, just this little piece here, $900. 900. You know why? Because it's so rare and you can't find it to buy unless you buy another pair of online. That's gonna maybe run you 4,200 or maybe close to 4,000. Look them up. Cartier Malmaison Woods. These are Floyd Mayweather glasses and all them other big cats that like to wear the real eyewear. You want to, you see how you cleaning it? It kind of shines a little bit. And what you're doing is, what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to clean and redo all of this wood here on the edges. And then you'll take you a little bit more. You don't need to douse the rag. You just put a little bit on there. And once you put a little bit on there, you actually want to rub it keep the rag stationary, but rub it through the rag. If you understand what I'm saying, don't be rubbing it like that. That messes up the wood and the finish. So what you get a chance to do is you see the Cartier emblems. Maybe you can see it right here. Yeah, get a chance to. It cleans it, but also you can see how much more shinier the wood is. Because what you're doing is this is wood. Just like a piece of wood furniture or whatever, you got to keep it clean. You got to keep it shiny. People think, they Cartiers, they cost $5,000. They just, if they break and they're not under warranty, then of course you're going to have to pay to get them done, to get them refixed. And they got a lot of these little young cats on here. Listen, I don't cut nobody's game, but I've been in there 30 years in this game, man. And a lot of these cats wasn't even in their daddy's belly. If you know what I'm saying, word is born. And I've been doing this for a long time. They get on there, they tell you these glasses are real and that. They don't know nothing about them. When they list them, the names are wrong on them. So when you go to research it, you don't even know what kind of Cartier frame you buying. You have to be very serious when you're dealing with this. It's just like I said, it's not a toy, man. Like I said, I took these off early, actually stripped the whole frame, and now they don't have nothing on them. Like I said, the Malmaison's frame looks like this. But most people, when they see the Malmaison, they see this part on it. Now they see this part right here on top. Now there are a lot of fake ones out there, but you could tell the difference between a fake and a real if you really know what you're looking at. And if you really know, the fake ones are a lot lighter. The wood looks cheap. On the older ones, which these are older, some of them do have a wood burn. But in the newer woods, they use a gold paint. And the numbers that are on there are numbers that are all the same font. Like the 1, the 2, the 3, the B, the C, double C Cartier. All those are one font. It's not like a bunch of different fonts like they use when they're doing the models over in the Chinese, the fake models. And what you want to do is you want to put this on and just let the wood dry. If you notice, you can see how shiny it is. It's like way shinier than it was at first. The first pieces of it. You can see it's kind of a lot more shinier. So the wood itself, they have that beautiful arc in them. The real old ones have what's known as a foot arc, where it looks like this, and then they changed as time went on to curve more. Because the old wooden glasses, the old Mount Masons, would slide off of people's ear because the curve wasn't real good on them. So a lot of the older ones they started replacing in the early '90s, in the late '90s, before they stopped production of making these, to change that sliding. You see the change done on the bamboo frames that are done and so forth. But like I said, that's what you want to do. It's glue adhesive and remover. So what it does is it works good on, it's safe for your hands and so forth. And right now we're just letting these 3 pieces dry for about a good 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And then after that, what I do is I take my polishing. I can kind of show you what I start with a polisher. You need a large polisher or a small polisher. Now this is a small wand polisher that I use whenever I'm doing the glasses. You gonna put some kind of eyepiece on to some of this stuff you don't want it to, and then you go lightly. I don't know if you can see it, notice it polishing it that fast. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't never want to stay in the same spot because you don't want to put that kind of heat. See, this is just cleaning them off and polishing them for right now. I haven't even, and then you always want to do your Cartier emblem because that's real gold and you want to polish it up. So see that? Super shiny. The fake ones don't have, they just glued in. But these, they have 2 little wings in the back of them, like 2 little pegs, and they slide into the wood part of the temple. What you're gonna, and so, you get to the curve top, it's the tricky part. You want to slowly go across. Slowly go across. You want to use a polishing bonnet at super high speed. You want this thing to move so fast that, see the difference of how it's shining up now? The wood on it. See it now? Getting really shiny because of that goop on there, and it cleaned it off, and now it's shining it. And then after you finish shining the whole piece, you want to re-laminate it. But this is the shining part of it, of doing the other one. And you do the same with the other side. Now, the frame itself, I've already polished it, and I put new Cartier nose pieces in it and everything. So when these are refinished, they're gonna look like real money. That's what you kind of want to do with the Mount Mason glasses. The tool you want to use is kind of like this here, and you want to use your different polishing bits. Some people use this type, which I feel is the best type, and then there's also the fluffy kind, the fluffy type, which it's kind of like this style right here that you got the smaller shine chucks, which are like these and these. But you want to use the larger, wider side, because what it does is when you're polishing it around the edges, the wood frame, it makes it so much more softer and you're able to hold it better to guide it, to polish the wood. Now, I do this with all the Cartier frames, whether they're the metals, which are, these here, you go with your metals, your vintage metals, or the woods, whether they're the palisander woods, or like these here are these here are the path 3s converted with wood. They didn't have wood, they just had regular plain temples. But as I said, I'm able to rebuild these frames, change out the temples, and put a wood temple on there, depending on the frame. Sometimes the temple tips don't match. So, and it's all Cartier. It's just that's something extra I do. So nobody else will have the same Cartiers as you are, but they are 100% real. So, and most of these little young kids is working in Cartier. They not even old enough to know about these Mal Masons. These are 30, 32, 33 years old. Kids wasn't even born yet. So a lot of times when you go in there and you ask for somebody's expertise, don't have them, the new Cartiers, I love them, but they're copied so much. They're fake so much. These, you can't really fake that wood. You can buy the fake woods and you can tell the difference between the fake woods and the real woods. So one of the main things you always want to do, like I always say, is you want to make sure that what you are getting is authentic, and you want to make sure that they know what they're doing. Again, you can see the wood is way shinier than when I took it off when I first showed it to you. Now everything is just drying. I put the goop, removed any kind of bad items out of it, and then I buffed it down. I buffed the Cartier tips now, the gold. So now they're shiny, real shiny. And then the next thing to do after this is it's almost like putting a shellac type on it, varnish type. But I'll do that in another one. But if you really have any questions, just hit me up on my site. And if you do like what you see, please subscribe. You're not going to see a lot of black men online doing this. You're not going to see a lot of black men selling real Cartiers. I've been doing it for a long time. I know how to fix them, repair them. Prices today are very expensive because these are like a fine piece of jewelry. You don't wear these to play baseball or anything like that. And of course, these are when you're going out and you're trying to make an example and you want people to see you. So if you got any more questions, get at me, give me a like, and I thank you guys so much. And this G Money with G Money Fashions.